Affordable housing has been described as a critical driver of economic stability, improved public health, and social equity. Experts say it reduces poverty by freeing up household income for basic needs, stimulates local economies through job creation in the construction sector, and provides stable environments that enhance educational and health outcomes for families. Delivering a keynote address, former Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, highlighted the far-reaching economic benefits of affordable housing, noting that access to decent shelter remains key to inclusive growth and national development.
Inclusive, sustainable housing is not utopia. It is possible. It is a policy choice. It's a matter of political will. Southwest Nigeria does not lack land, capital, expertise. So the question is no longer whether we know what to do. It is whether we are prepared to do what we need to.
Also speaking, Chairman of WEMABOD Limited, Nureni Adisa, alongside other key stakeholders in the built sector, said achieving affordable housing is only possible with adequate infrastructure. They stressed that this informed the convergence of industry players to chart a practical path forward.
The biggest problem in real estate is the issue of land. Accessing land, acquiring land, and all the issues that mitigate access to land. You have the issue of land grabbers, issue of omonile, and all that. Of course, there are laws that guide all this, but the major problem is enforcement of these laws. The government should take this issue more seriously, so that when people have access to land, then the issue of real estate will become better and can be better realized.
It's a good time to workshop how we can galvanize everybody in the Southwest to begin to achieve what you call inclusive growth. Now, in inclusive growth, we are going to ensure that not only the rich are able to survive, we want to ensure that across board there is some inclusiveness in whatever is going on around.
You must be deliberate that you must ensure that an average Nigerian, when you are doing a good job, you have a good salary, you must be able to afford to buy a house, probably have a mortgage.
We want a situation where government will focus more on providing infrastructure. And once that is done, that automatically reduces the cost of providing housing. Because as it were today, every individual is like a local government on its own.
With the theme, Unlocking Land and Infrastructure for Inclusive Housing, speakers expressed optimism that a strong synergy between the government and the private sector will ensure that every citizen can and should have access to affordable homes. Ayola Adelesi, LTV News.